Empire v. Ampir v. Roman, a truck loader, spots a graffiti invitation on the street promising an opportunity to join the elite that leads him to a mansion where he is bitten by a man, quickly realizing to his horror that he has been transformed into a vampire. Now he must undergo classes to learn about this society that has quietly ruled Russia for millennia. This Russian fantasy film about vampires, released this past July 29th, 2023, is directed by Victor Ginsburg and is based on Victor Pelevin's novel of the same name, with the participation of Pavel Tabakov in the main role of Roman Storking, among other good actors. We were waiting since 2021 to watch this production, but we were not able to do so until now. This production was going to be released in 2021, but its release was postponed until March 2022. But as we have read, it did not receive the required authorization for its release in Russia because it was considered controversial due to the subject matter it explores, and because some of the actors are critics of Putin's government, one of whom spoke openly against the war in Ukraine. Be that as it may, this film is banned in Russia and therefore was released just this year at the Fantasia International Film Festival. For us, the story seemed not only highly original in how it explores the theme of vampirism and therefore of vampires, but interesting, intriguing, visually appealing and entertaining. But there are some parts where the computer-generated images leave much to be desired. Although these are mostly visually stunning, and you could even say that artistically modernist and psychedelic. It is worth mentioning that this is not a horror movie, so if you're expecting to see a bloody or terrifying production about vampires, then this movie is not what you will expect. It's a different and artfully distinct film in every sense of the word, in how it explores the origin of vampires, who they are, and how they live among us, being also, in parts, an obvious critique of Russian society, as well as being, in its own way, a love story, thanks to certain elements present in the development of the story. Without giving out any spoilers, we will only tell you that in this original story, vampires do not need blood to survive. We warn you that there are scenes of sexual content and nudity that may be sensitive to the viewer, so this film is rated R. As for the production elements, such as the cinematography, special effects, set designs and costumes, these are all good. As we mentioned earlier, the only thing we did not like were some of the computer-generated images. The performances of the entire cast seemed good to us, highlighting that of the main actor for being credible and convincing. In summary, we found this film entertaining from start to finish and consider it a good option to watch. That's why we give it a score of 3 stars out of 5. We recommend that you watch it if you like good Russian movies and productions of this genre. We inform you that we watched the film in Russian without subtitles. Before we watched it, we read in detail what it was about, so in the end we could understand, we would say around 80%, what transpired on the screen. In the video description, we will provide you with explanation of the story so that you can understand it in case you decide to watch it in Russian. In addition, we will leave you the link where we watched the film. If any of you find it dubbed in English, Spanish, or subtitled, We would appreciate it if you could let us know where you watched it in the comments. Until next time!